there are so many South Africans who spend majority of their day work and activities in hospitals as nurses or in institutions of higher learning, as workers who are in the support services, in huge mines, in huge factories, and will never ever have space to could participate consistently in a political party. So we're then going to constitute units of Africa Maibuya movement in the workplaces, which will of course speak about the politics of Africa Maibuya to say that how do we support this, because there's always space. Unions do exist in workplaces. We're going to constitute a political party to say that how do we advance the aspirations and interests of Africa Maibuya movement in society, because if we believe that we're just going to get people in communities and exclude workers, we will not be a true representative of the people of South Africa. That is why we permissibly are going to allow branches to exist in workplaces and other institutions that are important in South Africa.
What is the movement's position on coalition governments? You've indicated that you contest elections to win, but in an event that you don't, given how the political trajectory is going now, do you see the possibility of getting into a coalition with the EFF or the MK party?
Look, we don't have those postulations yet. Actually, like, we are placing and putting in place a machinery that is going to be able to speak to all the voters, and including those that are not on the voters' roll. Because in South Africa, you have got more than 42 million adults who are above the age of 18 who are eligible to vote, but only 16 million people voted in 2024. We are going to put a machinery on the ground to speak to all the voters, those that are not registered, those that are registered, to vote for Africa Maibuya movement. And if we do not get an overwhelming mandate, we will, with utmost humility, engage with reasonable political formations that carry the interests and aspirations of the people at heart to say, how do we constitute a stable government? And those governments must be constituted on the basis and foundation of anti-corruption, of prioritization of the people of South Africa, of constant engagement with the people, because what happens, this people shall govern phenomenon which is being celebrated now, it's not a reality on the ground. There's only space where people are so-called governing is when they vote. After voting, they're not given space consistently to determine as to what is the agenda and how to move forward. And we discovered during the consultation process that our people know what is to be done, and they have got solutions to the problems that they're confronted with on the ground. That is why we say that whoever is going to talk to us must be willing to go to the ground on a constant basis to say, what do we do to the crisis of water? What do we prioritize in terms of maintenance of infrastructure? Because majority, if not all municipalities, have got the perennial incapacity to maintain public infrastructure. So if you want to see that something is owned by government, you see by its dilapidation, you see by grass that is not kept, you see by broken windows, you see by falling ceilings, even in hospitals, ceilings falling on top of people. So there has to be a commitment to prioritization of our people. And if the political parties that we interact with are inclined towards that position, we will easily and gladly constitute a responsible, responsive, and accountable, corrupt-free government, which will respond to the aspirations of the people. But currently, majority of the political parties are in pursuit of something else other than development and upliftment of the lives of our people.
Speaking of political parties, one of the things that you said at the convention, which is, as you have seen, has gotten a lot of people talking, is that you used to witness in some political parties where it was an official item on the agenda that we have to discuss how we're going to steal government money. Are you talking about the EFF and the MK party?
No, look, let me tell you something and have to clarify that much more firmly. Like, so the genesis of that remark and statement, which I said that all the existing political parties, I actually even emphasized that literally all the political parties, they want to protect the tender system because they view it as a basis to raise revenue for electoral purposes. All the political parties, literally all the political parties that are represented in parliament and they are in government,